Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into a topic that's, well, it's deeply personal and honestly a little tough. It's all about the relationship between parents and their kids as they get older. So let's just jump right in with a really uncomfortable question. We're always told a parent's love is priceless, right? But what if? What if it actually has a price tag? What happens when we start putting a literal dollar value on our parents? Let's dig into that.
You see, the material we're looking at today outlines this really harsh reality. The idea that a parent's worth in the eyes of their children can tragically come down to their bank account. And this creates two totally different paths for a parent's final years.
Okay, so let's walk down the first path. The source material calls this one the valued asset. This is the reality for parents who get to their later years with savings, a pension, some kind of financial security.
And this brings us to a really powerful metaphor, the idea of an invisible key to love. The suggestion here is that money itself, savings, a pension, can somehow unlock a level of care, respect, and even affection from children that, well, that might not have been there otherwise.
So what does that actually look like in real life? Well, for these parents, their care suddenly becomes a top priority. Their opinions, their wisdom, it's all valued. Their needs get taken care of, no questions asked. And maybe most importantly, their presence isn't just tolerated, it's seen as a genuine asset to the family.
And wow, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? The contrast is so stark. On one side, an asset, on the other, a burden. And the only thing that changes is the money. So, what happens when we look at that other side?
Now we have to look at the other side of the coin. Path 2, the heavy burden. This is the heartbreaking alternative for parents who reach old age without any financial cushion.
And for these parents, man, the story's just completely different. The source material suggests their old age isn't seen as a natural part of life, but as a problem that needs to be managed. If they get sick, it's not a crisis, it's just more pressure. Their basic needs feel like demands. And maybe the most tragic part of all, a whole lifetime of sacrifices they made for their kids, it's like it never even happened. It's just forgotten.
There's this one line in the source material that just hits you right in the gut. The child they taught to walk and talk is the same one who lets go of their hand. It really speaks to the ultimate betrayal, doesn't it? Being abandoned by the very person whose life you helped build from nothing.
But here's the thing. This isn't just about what happens inside one family. The argument being made is that this way of thinking has a much bigger, more corrosive effect on all of us. It leads to what's described as a soulless relationship. Think about that. It's a family bond where love has been replaced by this cold calculation of cost and benefit. And when money becomes the foundation of a family, well, the relationship loses all its warmth, its humanity. It becomes transactional, empty. And that's where this whole thing gets bigger than just private pain behind closed doors. The material frames this as a deep wound on society itself. It's a sign that our values as a community might be seriously out of whack. I mean, it begs the question, if our most fundamental human bond can be bought and sold, what does that say about us?
I mean, think about it. Financial security. It can vanish in a heartbeat, right? It's fleeting. But the love and respect we owe our parents for giving us life, the source argues that that should be permanent, unconditional. That's the real bedrock of a family and of a healthy society.
And this brings us to the final point, which is, honestly, it's a pretty unsettling warning about what this means for the next generation. The source lays out this cycle, and it's so simple, it's scary. Step 1, a child learns to value their parents based on their finances. Step 2, that child grows up, and eventually they grow old too. But step 3, what if they don't have any savings? Well, step 4, they risk facing the exact same abandonment that they showed their own parents. It's a tragedy that just keeps repeating itself.
So, really, what this all boils down to is a simple, powerful truth. The greatest asset any of us can have, something that no amount of money could ever buy, is just a parent's presence.
And that leaves us with one last big question to think about. When our own final chapter is written, what will determine our value? Will it be what's in our bank account, or will it be something more?